really stunning to watch how all it took from Donald Trump was to say, when I said white, I meant black. When I said up, I meant down. And a dozen Republican senators can't run to a microphone fast enough to say, I'm cool with that. Let's just go over that. I mean, I imagine you've seen it, but it's worth watching again. Here is Donald Trump explaining yesterday. Now, recall the day earlier, Donald Trump had been asked, hey, your head of defense your head of the national defense intelligence agencies had said that Russia meddled with the election. And you've got these indictments of Russian intelligence agents who meddled with the election. Is that a problem? Well, Dan Coates says this, but, Putin says no. So, why would they do this? But apparently Donald Trump has reviewed the transcript of what he said 24 hours later and has decided, well, I'll let him say.
I thought that I made myself very clear by having just reviewed the transcript.
Pause it for 1 second. I want you to know, if you're not watching this, he's literally reading this. So it's not like, oh, I want everybody to know I misspoke. Like, let me see if I could do this. Hey, remember yesterday when I said, when I was talking about the question of unemployment and minimum wage? Yeah. I forgot to cite a piece in The Guardian that was that came out a couple of days ago. Now, you see how I did that extemporaneously, right? I hadn't even planned to say that. But Donald Trump is reading the fact that he made this one tiny mistake off of a script for him.
There was a mention that I thought I had made, but the transcript says...
Let's just watch him do it.
I thought that I made myself very clear by having just reviewed the transcript. Now, I have to say, I came back and I said, what is going on? What's the big deal? So I got a transcript. I reviewed it.
First off, every single advisor he has was on that trip with him. Like I came back, and I walked into the house. And I'm like, why is everybody looking so glum? What happened? Did the dog die? They weren't aware of what he said the moment he got off the stage.
I said, what is going on? What's the big deal? So I got a transcript. I reviewed it. I actually went out and reviewed a clip of an answer that I gave. And I realized that there is a need for some clarification. It should have been obvious. I thought it would be obvious, but I would like to clarify just in case it wasn't. In a key sentence in my remarks,
in case it wasn't,
I said the word would instead of wouldn't. The sentence should have been, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't, or why it wouldn't be Russia. So, just to repeat it, I said the word would instead of wouldn't, and the sentence should have been, and I thought it would be maybe a little bit unclear on the transcript or unclear on the actual video. The sentence should have been, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be Russia. Sort of a double negative. So you can put that in, and I think that probably clarifies things pretty good by itself.
Oh, yeah, no, I get it. Okay, so...
Message received.
Okay, so now I've gotten more confused now from watching it. So let's go back and see it in context. I think this will make it much clearer for those of you who got confused because he didn't want to use a double negative and instead just used a positive, I guess.
The question. My people came to me, Dan Coates came to me, and some others. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this. I don't see any reason why it would be, but I really do want to see the server.
Huh. So I really don't see why it would be. But I really do. I want to see the server. Okay.
Easy mistake to make.
It's such an easy mistake to make. And it's not like this is one of those high stakes, high diplomatic moments. And what is this? This is the
It's an image taken of the notes that he was reading from. And
should add in, there was no collusion. Yeah, there you go.
Good. He's really putting his own
Wow,
touch
someone
on
got
it.
a good picture of that.
and a collusion with one L there. I mean, I'm not a big grammar and spelling Nazi, but just a note.
There you go. So this is
A little echo of last night and and now almost 2 years ago. But a Biki Bar, no Trump collusion, Sarkar.
Now, was this his? This is the picture of his prepared remarks.
Yeah,
right.
You can sort of read at the top. It says, "As I've said before, that I accept our intelligence community's conclusions about Russia's meddling in the 2016 election." Right after that, it says there is no collusion.
There is no collusion. I thought I made it clear yesterday. Okay, so this is and wouldn't. Oh my God! I mean, he has to write all this out.
What did he cross out down there?
Putin is my friend. I like him. He is the best.
Yeah, it's just hard enough to read.
If I was going to collude with anyone, I'd collude with him because he's so cool. But there wasn't any collusion, so it's a lie.